Okay, how's it going, everyone? It's that time again for the late night stream. I postponed the stream last night because I was way too tired to be up this late. But tonight, I don't have that problem. And a great thing about that song I just played is how similar it sounds to Laura Branigan's Gloria. For those of you younger viewers, it was one of those songs that was in Metal Gear Solid 5. Anyway, so let's get this show on the road. Let me find a good game here. It's gonna be like hella fun. Um, I guess while I do that, I'll just ask how everyone is doing tonight. You know what? Let's start with a classic. For all the wrong reasons, but it's a classic. Let me just make sure my window actually works here. There it is. Great. Alright, chat, feel free to drop as many Simpsons memes as you want. Oh, and of course, thank you to all the people who auto-host me. I know I don't necessarily bring in a big audience because, you know, most people are not up this late, but, you know, thanks anyway. Let's see, Homer, Bart, Lisa.
Homer!
Yes, you are. This must have been the episode where Smithers got fired. Having to go and steal from a jewelry store. Whoa! What the hell is that? Oh right, I forgot I can pick this up and throw it. Yeah, he was a black guy, and then, the story goes, it was just, the wrong paint was used when the show was actually animated. And he went back to being a white guy. Although I'm sure someone also may have pointed out, having Mr. Burns, the servant, be black is, a little on the messed up side. You know, and of course we all remember the classic Simpsons episodes where Homer beats up the fire department. Are you Sherry or are you Terry? Oh, I lost the bowling ball. Shit. Well, I don't know if he's top tier in this game, but he's definitely top tier in my heart. As I say, as I'm getting beaten up by this guy who was in, I don't know what episode he was in. I mean, someone did find out that one of the, enemies that it was thought that Konami made up was in an actual episode. Ugh. Okay, let's see. I'll pick Bart. If only because he's finally wearing his blue shirt. You know, maybe Homer wouldn't have gotten gored by that bull. That was a really bad episode, but that joke about the Simpsons merchandise was really good.
Blow up your balloon and go after Maggie. Ready? Go!
Alright, you just mash buttons and win. Not so nice. I only got 64. Eat pants, Bart. Yeah, you people have stood in my way long enough. I'm going to clown college. This is a game for sure. Oh, thank you, Millhouse. Oh no. And nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Man, I am getting my ass kicked here. Oh, I should have seen that coming. I didn't. I'm trying to grab that. There, I was trying to grab that can, and that ape. That ape was touching me. Oh yeah, Binky. A character from Matt Groening's Life in Hell comic. You know, that he later would turn into human characters to pay off his gambling debts. And here we are, so many years later. You know, the show apparently is still profitable because it's on the air. And you know, Troy McClure told us that the show would run until it was no longer profitable. And Phil Hartman would never lie to me. That man once tried to sell me a CDI. Ah. Yeah, that's... If you did not know, Phil Hartman was in a series of ads for the Philips CDI. Oh, that's not Krusty, that's just Handsome Pete. He dances for nickels. Ah. Yeah, CDI had so many commercials. They had infomercials, had regular commercials. There's a lot of advertising that went into it, and you know, wasn't really. You know, they didn't get much out of it because you know, it died of death. Although, I'll give it credit, it did have Burn Cycle on there. Although, I now have Burn Cycle on PC, so, you know. not really much use to play it. If you've never heard of Burn Cycle, it's a adventure slash shooter in the cyberpunk future where, spoilers, the main character is a man, but at the end he turns into a woman. And he was actually very okay with that. So very progressive for like 94, 95 or whatever. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties was on 3DO actually. And the thing about the 3DO is it actually did have good games on it. I'm just gonna go through the whole family here. It actually had, like, for a time, it had, like, the best port of Street Fighter 2. It had a Mercenary, which was flawed, but it had its own unique charm to it. I might actually see about trying, like, a 3DO stream at some point, because I do have games for it, and I do have a working emulator. It's just that the emulation isn't perfect, so I'm a little worried about how that will come across when I try to stream it. Actually, I don't know if I can kill the frogs. What was that? What are those hitboxes? Don't have a cow, man.
Homer.
Let's go back to Homer. Why, you little? Bart, I don't mean to alarm you. Or, shit, oh, I fucked up. Bart, I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a tenuous media adaptation of our family in the house. Oh, I butchered that delivery. Sorry about that. But, you know, that's why you don't come here for me to be a comedian. If you did, then, I'm very sorry. You should know by now I don't do jokes. Homer just sending random men plummeting to their doom. It's something I'm sure his half-brother Herb has wanted to do multiple times. I don't know. You're the Alex. You're the second person to ask about the tier list for this game, and I have no idea. I'm sure it's probably gonna be like Marge or Bart, just because of their range. Like Homer has very short range, but I'm just picking Homer because I like the way he says Homer when you pick him. Kind of glad we ended up with Fat Tony instead of these guys for Springfield's Mafia. Let's try out Marge again just to see. Yeah, her range is pretty good. Definitely better than Homer's. Yeah, there's certain objects in this game that can be picked up if you have more than one character. Like the cop car in stage 1. You can't pick it up by yourself, but if you have multiple characters, you can. The Simpsons family say, fuck the police. Oh, so Bart's the best. Bart, Homer, Marge, and Lisa in that order. Now we got misandry going on in the stream chat. lousy SJWs. Oh god, look at this place. It's not even faux dive. It's not faux dive. It's not even a dive. And you're a long way from the city, yuppie boy. Okay, so there's actual, like, it's in debate as far as the tier list for the Simpsons arcade game. But I think so far everyone has agreed that Marge is at least upper mid-tier. Bleeding Gums Murphy. You were never popular. Oh. Yeah, I mean, he was on an episode of The Cosby Show. And no, I will not do a Bill Cosby impression, especially not in this day and age. Oh, fuck. Alright, so... I'm gonna try out Bart and I'm gonna try out Lisa again to see who really is the best of the Simpsons clan. The truth is, it's actually Hugo. I mean, Hugo was brought up on a diet of fish heads, so. Ah, maybe it's a bad idea to test it out on a boss, but you know. Lisa, let's go. So yeah, apparently this guy was in like an episode of the show. Like he was just like a background character, and Konami was like, "We'll put him in the game. We don't know anything about this show." Cartoon Child Assault Simulator. That's pretty much most arcade games. It's like you got The Simpsons, you got the Outfoxies. You got a lot of games. Oh. God, Jesus. Lisa Simpson just got fucking murdered by a giant boulder. Yeah, this would have been like season 1 at least. Ah, jeez. Like this would have been before there was a lot of characterization on the show. It still would have fit into like the whole... Yeah, this would have been before, like, when this was still like Mac Groening doing like a satire of like popular sitcoms. We talked about this last week actually. But now we're actually playing the game. Yeah, that would make sense. This would, yeah, season 1 would have been into 89. This would have been, like, I'll have to, yeah, I'll have to double check the copyright on the title screen when this is done, and then we'll figure it out. I mean, there was an episode where people thought Homer was Bigfoot, and they couldn't get that going. That was season 1. The three-eyed fish. That had to have been a later season. Like, trying to think, because the episode where Homer got fired and then was rehired as a safety inspector was still season 1, but the three-eyed fish was after that. I don't, maybe it was just like a background thing. Because Sideshow Bob was, he wasn't like a villain like he is like in the current show. Or at the very least, he would have been, like, the first episode where he was in jail would have been that. At least the first couple seasons. Yeah, these early episodes, they just kind of blend together. It's not like you're gonna beat Mr. Burns at the end and he hands you a slip of paper that says, "You are Lisa Simpson" on it. Oh my god, it is so humid in here. Bart seems okay. It's just bosses have like these weird hitboxes where your attacks can go through them at times. So it's really hard to figure it out. Season 5. That's when Bart murders a bear. You know, it was the episode where he was trying to run for class president. A vote for Bart is a vote for anarchy, and they proved it by killing a bear. Although now that I think about it, that was the Mr. Bergstrom episode too.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you? Yeah, I don't know if I can turn on like a scanline filter in this version of MAME. But I mean, pretty much all these games could benefit from scanlines. You know, from like an actual like tube monitor, not like this flat screen that I'm using. Oh no, I totally get it. It's something I've been thinking about getting into as of late. Just because, like, when I used to emulate, or like, my old method of like emulating stuff was just like, look at the original pixels. Because I hated a lot of the other filters. Like, I really don't like the eagle filtering or the psi filtering. And so I just avoided filters in general, but upon like playing stuff with Like, just for example, I've been playing a lot of like the Mega Man Legacy Collection on Switch, and that looks really good with a scanline filter on it. And I'm just thinking like, you know what, maybe that's a good idea to like try that with other older games like this. Ah, oh, he's off screen, I can't hit him. That was a little unfair, Konami. Yeah, I've heard there's some really good shaders out there. Um, it's just the only downside is I have to use RetroArch for them, and it's just like, God, I hate using RetroArch. Please load up all of my PlayStation games instead of just some of them. Also, it has like a weird thing where like if you take screenshots while playing an NES game, it just like all the colors get weird. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe I'm just using like a weird outdated version. I'll have to check the official site later. It might be. I don't remember what core I'm using. It's probably something like FCE Ultra or something. Yeah, we're talking about emulation, because there's really not much to talk about in this level. It's just Bart's beating up a bowling ball. You know what? Bart seems to be doing okay. His jumping attack actually has some nice range to it. In a game like this, you want range and a decent hitbox. Oh my god, it is so hot. It is like really, really humid because it's been raining all day. So it's like that weird kind of weather where it's like it's like has like there's like wind chill because it's been storming, but also just sitting here with like an arcade stick on my lap, I am getting God. My pants are just sticking to me. No, I am not in Washington. I am in Colorado, which has weird weather of its own. I mean, it's not wrong to assume that a trans person lives in Washington. Yeah, I mean, of course I'm wearing pants. I don't want... I spent like about $200 on this Razer Pantera. I don't want it making skin contact with my fellas. Alright, Bart's hammer swing is very slow. That's something I've noticed. A lot of startup frames on that. I say like I have any idea how to actually count frames at all. Maybe I can consult Dr. Nick Riviera for some GRS. And then this won't be a problem. Wrong way, robot. Oh no. Alright, so this is a little quicker than the hammer. Still not great. So I'd say Bart's cons are his, like, he can't really use weapons very well. Alright, so when are we getting to the Springfield Yakuza? Yeah, they can kill you 5 times before you hit the ground. Yeah, the TV station, that's... I don't remember this one either. I mean, it's actually not like a bad looking level and not a particularly badly designed level. Like, I prefer it more than, like, say, like the graveyard level that I did earlier. Or the dream one, or anything else. I think it's just because there's enough enemy variety. Like, it's not just I'm beating up the same guys in suits. Yeah, Fugumi. And then later Bart will learn the touch of death and one-shot all of these guys. Oh, he did the deal. Oh, I love that like kabuki howl. I know there's like an official term for it, I just don't remember it right now. Ah. Oh, okay, I got like no hits in on that one. The Simpsons are known for their genocidal tendencies when it comes to one of their own. Although they probably don't even realize they're killing people. Homer's just bludgeoning someone to death with a bowling ball and just saying, "Get out of my way, jerk ass." Imagine if this game was made like later on in the series and you actually had to fight the Movementarians. That would have been a good level. Well, that is some impressive grip tape on that skateboard. So we're at the power plant. Yeah, this should be close to the end.
Welcome to my world.
Oh wow, they got the original voice actor for Smithers too. It sounds just like him. Normally I make that joke with like Konami games, except they got like the actual Simpsons actors to do this. They just didn't get Smithers or anyone who isn't the original family. So this is your sick mother, John. Don't do this to me, Waylon. The John Waters episode was fun. Like, I'm sure it's kind of problematic just because Homer didn't really stop being homophobic. It was more just like, I'm okay with you being gay because I have a concussion. Anyway, this stream is dedicated to the steel mill workers of America. Keep reaching for that rainbow. Wow, Smithers, that was a pretty gruesome way to go out.
Welcome to your grave, sucker.
Ah. They definitely got the character of Mr. Burns down. Yeah, let's switch over to Lisa. Well, everyone in Springfield is dead. Wait, so they got the part, they got the excellent line correct, but the other line was some other actor who wasn't. I don't actually know who plays Burns. It's not. Maybe it is the same guy who plays. Yeah. Not. It's not Hank Azaria, but the other guy. Yeah, Harry Shearer. Thank you. Yeah, because he plays a ton of different characters. Yeah, I think Burns has like multiple phases here. Okay, yeah, he's getting me through himself. Yeah, something I've noticed about the jumping attacks is you can get like 2 or 3 hits if you get it right. Like, I'm not getting it right now because I'm only getting 1 or 0 hits. Alright, so there's 3 phases here. At least 3. Okay, so her jumping neutral can potentially get 2 hits in. It just seems kinda random. That might just be because of the way Burns' invincive iframes work. Anyway, we're getting some hot strats here on the Simpsons arcade. Man, Burns is not. He is not as easy as he looks, because he hits you pretty hard. Yeah, that's a problem with being old is that you end up knowing things about history and pop culture that a lot of your friends don't know because they are so young. Like, I'll be 33 here in a few months, and it's like, compared to a lot of other people I know, it's like, who are still in their 20s, it's like, oh my god, I'm so old. And I'm only in my early 30s, so I'm not even really that old. Yeah, my references barely land. I've been making so many Simpsons jokes during this stream, and I guess I'll see when I upload this to YouTube later, how many people get it. Say it, Burns. Say I never shot you before. So that was The Simpsons. Next game, I will figure out here as soon as the credits roll and I get to put my name in. Also, I want to see if The Simpsons go out for frosty chocolate milkshakes. Yeah, that's cool. I have a friend who's roughly 10 years younger than I am, but she goes out and buys like VHS equipment and wears like the shell tracksuits that were really popular in the early 90s. Let's see if I have enough room for Thrill House. Perfect. Now everybody do the part, man. Alright, so let's quit out of this, and I will pick a different game to play, because I haven't been streaming that long. Next game, it's not a Simpsons game, but I can make a Simpsons joke about it, and I'm going to, as soon as it loads up here. Is it going to load up? I do have to set the controls though, so... Okay, oh crap, hopefully I'm setting this right. Here we go, buy me Bloodstorm or go to hell. So, here we go. If you've never played this, it's a shitty Mortal Kombat ripoff. Yes. There we go. Yeah, this is the game that Johnny Cage was like promoting. Perfect. And I'm gonna play as Fallout because we can make jokes about Fallout. Alright, Tremor is being a little... Oh shit. Yeah, that little... That ground stomp was murder. Let's see. Is it Mirage or Tempest that's, I think it's Mirage that's supposed to be from the planet Lesbo. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there. Uh, as someone who like, fuck off, dude. As someone who like frequently second guesses their own work in the art world, I'll just throw this out there. I have done better pixel art than this, which is an actual official release. This was a money-making venture, in theory. Alright. No, no. It's kind of like sports cars or cuisine. Americans are not built for making fighting games. I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 more runs with this, and then pick like a game that is not garbage. I just wanted to pick this for the Simpsons joke and for the like comedy value of actually looking at this bullshit. And it is possible to sever people at the waist. Like, not as a finishing move, just they can still keep fighting. Like so. I have to wonder if this is a game that like was actually designed by an 8-year-old. Oh, it looks like I found the hidden fight here. I do appreciate how there's all this shit in the foreground, so I can't like see anything. Oh, I got my arm cut off. That's why I'm just shooting blood helplessly. Whoa. Okay, I think that is enough of that is enough of Bloodstorm. Oh, the game sucks. The game is really fucking bad. Okay, next. Let's see here. I'm just kind of hitting shit randomly. That's for anyone who's new to the stream. I just go through my ROM set here and just click on something that would seem fun to play in front of people. Let's see here. You know what? Do I have it on here? I do. You know what? I seem to have like this tradition where I play at least one pro wrestling game on stream. I think I'm gonna keep that tradition going. Eventually. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Whoa, what's going on there? Okay. So this is a really awesome wrestling game made by Capcom. Let's see. Could be Mike Hager, but I think I'll be Big Van Vader instead. R.I.P. Vader. This game is awesome, actually. Even if you do not care for wrestling, it's just a fun as hell game. Assuming I can get him. Yeah, Mike Hagar from Final Fight. He's taking advantage of my slow movement speed. There we go. Start doing some sick moves on him. It's kind of weird how Capcom really hasn't done anything with this property. They made one sequel, which was okay, and then that was it. Like, especially in this day and age where there aren't really that many wrestling games on the market, Capcom could easily do something with this and have it be like a contender. Anyway, as far as like a tier list for this game goes, I have no idea. I mean, there has to be a tier list for this, because it is a wrestling game that plays like a fighting game. And then the sequel was like just a straight up fighting game that had a specialized grapple button in it. Actually, can I... Okay, let's go outside the ring. I'm not any weapons out here, so never mind. I'm losing my grapples and... Seem to have a heck of a time trying to run here. If I were playing as a smaller character, I could, hold on, we're getting the actual power rankings for Saturday Night Slam Masters coming up.
You win.
Now we got slam burgers, we got sushi. Alright, let's see who's garbage tier. Okay, King Rasta, Titanic Tim, and Biff Slamkovich. Now the Angry Russian. They're all the garbage tier characters. I suppose that would make sense for Titanic Tim. Alright, so mid-tier is Gunlock and El Stingray. That makes sense. Oh, here we go. Fighting the log cabin Republican himself, Mayor Mike Hagar. Well, this punch is certainly kicking my ass. So I imagine Hagar has to be pretty high tier. No. Alright. So, Alexander the Greater is higher tier. That's what I'm playing as now. Getting my shit kicked in. I can't get any running moves going. Can't get an aerial attack. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So Hagar is top tier. And also the Scorpion, who's like the final boss of this game. So Mike Hagar is as powerful as the final boss in this game, which I guess would make sense because he just whipped my ass. Like, you saw those punches, they just chewed through my offense and my defense. So yeah, let's switch off to Hagar. Taking on King Rastaman. A very white-looking Jamaican, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, damn, look at that punch, look at the range on that punch. Seriously. Hagar wins again. I didn't even get to do the pile driver. Oh, I don't think I pointed out that, like, all these character designs, except for obviously Hagar's, were all done by Tetsuhara. As in, like, the creator of Vista North Star. So Stingray, he's got speed, but... Oh, there we go, the spinning lariat. And it doesn't actually cost any health to do it in the ring. Only on the streets. And, oh, he can fucking move while doing it too, just like Zangief. Alright. Alright, gotta get through this boy here. I guess it's to make up for the fact that he's got ridiculous range. Also, this is getting later on in the game, so I reckon the AI will just do better. Uh-oh. No, don't get counted out, Mike. Get in there. Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. That was his finishing move. Also, I'm playing as like the fastest character, or playing against the fastest character in the game, so he's gonna be outrunning a lot of my stuff here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh,
12, 13, 14, 15.
oh, get out of town. No, I'm playing as Mike Hager here.
1, 2, 3.
We found ever since I found out that Hagar is top tier, I decided why not play as him. I think this actually might be the furthest I've ever gotten in this game. Of course Hager's the top. He is definitely like the gay that that the GOP likes to trot out to say that they're not homophobic. He's basically Milo, but with a much better mustache. That is a hot take that's gonna start a flame war. Okay, so yeah, Biff is definitely a trash tier character. New York. Oh, yeah, here we go. It's the first boss. Jumbo Flapjack. Gosh, I can only wonder what part of America he's actually from. Oh wow, that was some ridiculous grabbing range there. What the hell was that? Oh, you could never do a move like that in real wrestling. That is so unsafe. Let me just do a pile driver, except I just land on you with all my body weight. Oh, he does the giant swing and everything. Let's kind of hang back with these strikes. He's got some range too. Actually, hold on. Ah. Yeah, that's gonna be a submission. I have no HP to kick out. You stink worse than my moldy refrigerator. That sounds like a personal problem you should you should deal with. Rematch time. Up. Hey, he just grabbed me right out of an attack there. And I can do the spinning pile driver, it's just very difficult because to do finishing moves in this game, your opponent has to be kind of low on health. And at this point in the game, where they're just gonna be kicking your butt. It's just better to do easier moves. Oh, you can see Chun-Li in the crowd there. Not anymore. Got him. Yeah, Mike Hager, he's got some street fighting experience. He'll take it outside the ring. Come on now. Ah. Let's see if I can't wiggle my way out of there. Ah. And then just immediately get grabbed again. And again. Let me up. Quit stun locking me in, you jerk. Okay, I cannot go toe-to-toe with him. Because he is just grabbing me like mad. What? Okay, you didn't go for the pin, so I'll be grateful for that. Shit. Alright, that didn't quite work there. Couldn't really do much to him there. Towards the end, he just went off with the grappling. Oh great, now the Mad Gear is back in power. For the 4th time, anyway. Nah, he's gonna kick out of that. If I can get up on the top rope, I can actually make Mike very red here. Oh, and I screwed that up. If you climb up to the top rope and you press the pin button, you'll do a taunt that gives you a temporary buff. And he saw right through that. He saw right through that too. He's just like avoiding everything. Am I playing a Capcom game or an SNK game? Come on now. Alright, I'm not even gonna fuck around, just pin him.
1, 2, 3. You win.
He has been hosed. Alright, let's go to Canada here and face the final boss. Alright, so it's the top 2 characters in the game going after it again. Shit. If I can get up here. Yeah, they should have done more of these moves in Marvel 3. Instead of just being a lower tier Zangief. Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, he didn't go for the pin, so... Yeah, the strikes do tend to get better later on, just because the AI will out grapple you towards the end, just because that's how arcade games are. Like, I'm sure if I played this on console, it might not be the same. Because this game did have some really good home ports, actually. Strange Brew. I never actually saw that movie. I know that it exists, I just never actually ended up watching it. Kind of with that lariat. Shit, I think I have lost this one again. Unless nope, he got me. You can't kick out when you don't have any health. We're at the end. We're about to become the champion. We gotta beat Scorpion. Also, Calgary is where the Hart family is from. So this is actually just like a big wrestling reference. You might remember Bret Hart from his years of being the wrestler, or that time he was in a Aladdin musical in Canada, or that time he beat up Will Sasso on an episode of Mad TV. Oh, didn't want to do that. I was actually going for the spinning pile driver there, but I messed up the 360 motion. Just sort of groping. They just got kick out of that immediately. Shit. No, we could do this. I'll give it like a couple more shots, and if I can't do it, then I'll switch to the next game on the rando list. No. Alright, we're doing better here. There we go. Good with the lariat. Oh, we got a new champion. You win. I think. I definitely remember when Sting became the Crow. Alright, and that's just, now we're just defending the title, I'm not going to do that. Alright, next game is going to be... Oh, I could just, there's an option for random game here. I will, how about I click on that and see what it is. No, not that one, because I played it before. That one doesn't work. I have no idea what this is. But I might as well change up my controls real quick. So this is called Gaia Crusaders. Alright, looks like a Japanese arcade game. Alright. I could be a robot, that guy, could be her. I'll be the robot. It was a real toss up there. Alright, so I am completely illiterate in Japanese, so I don't actually know what this game is about. But it looks like a brawler. Where I'm beating up Kappas that are missing the top parts of the heads. Alright, so there's a dedicated punch and kick button apparently. So there's a quick dash, there's a jump. Okay, and that's the bomb button there. Oop. Okay, so there's... Oh, pick that up. Okay, so there's like juggles as well. Alright, this seems pretty cool. It's just the robot is very slow and yeah, he's very stiff. I think when I eventually have to continue, I'll switch off to someone else. He looks cool, but I don't really like playing as him. I mean, I get what they were going for here, but man, it just does not look good. I mean, all robots are women. Yeah, you bird brain. Ugh. Yeah, these backgrounds do not look especially great. They could yeah, they would definitely benefit from some of the magic of a CRT. I remember when I got my first flat screen TV, and I remember thinking, wow, everything looks so clear and crisp on here, and now it's just like, I think I could stand to watch the things on on a fuzzier screen. Alright, so the bombs are those different elements I've been picking up. Do I have a... Alright, so I don't have like a special like move that like reduces health but removes people from the screen. Like sometimes there's a good place for like widescreen stuff for older games, like alright, cool, I'm gonna change characters. Alright, well she's already faster than the other guy. Not entirely sure if the animation is better, but... Boss throw? Yeah, I mean, these characters, aside from the robot, are pretty generic looking, but then you have like these enemies which are just based on Japanese folklore and are pretty awesome looking. I think he's got like the little incidental information, or animation. Look, if I could beat up a tombstone in Castlevania, I should be allowed to do it here too. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I do not think this animation is very good. Oh, shit. I pressed kick, I actually wanted to press jump instead. Yeah. And I guess, depending on the character, the special attacks will be different. Because with the robot, his was like a special full screen deal, and for her, shooting wind is just... R.I.P. America. So it looks like this is in the good future where America is destroyed. Oh, I love you, Dr. Zaius. Can't wait for Gaia Crusaders the musical. Yeah, I wasn't even really aiming for like a Simpsons theme stream. It just kind of turned out that way. Okay, so fire is her deal. Oh. Okay, so she has different combos depending on how you mix it up. Oh wait, shit, back here, I want that. Can I pick this up? Oh. Oh god, I'm getting destroyed here. Alright, let's... Really? Cody from Final Fight in a game that's otherwise got a pretty nice art style to it. Yeah, it's more likely than you think. These characters are very slow. I'm sure it probably comes across when watching it, but yeah, these are... Yeah, this game is... I mean, the music is nice. Okay, and that background's kind of cool looking, but... I guess I can kind of see why this game stayed in Japan. I don't know, I think I'd rather play a game that, I'd rather play this game if it started, Jotaro Kujo than this guy. Yeah, I definitely reckon this was like, late 90s. Because this is Noise Factory. I think they worked on some stuff for SNK. Name sounds familiar. Like, okay, this boss is kind of cool looking. So just throw the most generic looking assholes you can find to fight them? It's like, it feels like this game did not have very good communication behind the scenes. Like, there's a bunch of characters that just seem like they'd be in a generic street brawler, and then it's like, here, let's have a bunch of really cool looking, well animated Japanese monsters. Okay, yeah, Sengoku, that would make sense. Although this guy's kind of cool. He has sunglasses. And, you know, camouflage, because you don't wanna get seen by anything here. Wow, someone chose to rip off this game. Oh, he tapped his foot too. He's got attitude like Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright, so one character is good. I do kind of like this guy. If he were in a different game, I'd like him a lot more. Oh, he does capoeira. Okay, that's... Okay, I really like this guy now. You don't really see too much capoeira representation in video games outside of like maybe Tekken, and that's it. Like, okay, look at that enemy. That was awesome. That's just like a minor enemy, but it looks so cool. I feel like it should be in a better game than this. Like a game where it's not like super sluggish and your jump sucks. And all but one character is terrible. Oh wait, I want to grab that. Or I guess I don't. I like walked over it a bunch. Alright, so I said the music was good. Pre-rendered backgrounds are pretty nice. Enemy design is cool, but yeah, this game is just kind of unremarkable otherwise. Like, it didn't really do anything like that Capcom or even Konami hadn't already been doing better. Yeah. Oh, that is so slow. Speed up, please. Yeah, like this is a time frame where it's like the playbook has been written on how to make a game like this good, and this is just I can't even really say anything about it because like it's not great, but it's also not one of those games that's like so bad I could just sit here and make fun of it. It's just like it's here. Like, I reckon... Like, this is the kind of game you would play at, like a cheap laundromat. Like a cheap Japanese laundromat. Maybe. Here, did I play as all the characters? No, there's still this guy. Oh, he has a cape. He looks like a Dynasty Warriors character. God. Yeah, I mean, I reckon, like, because I know in Japan they have those smaller arcade cabinets that are cheaper than, like, the giant stand-up ones we have here. So it probably didn't cost as much for, like, a lower-end arcade, like, like the ones that RNO goes to in Game Center CX. It's like you can play this and you can play like Metal Slug 3. Because there has to be a Metal Slug at like every arcade. My god, and especially like 99. This is like the Brawler was done for. It was all fighting games and light gun shooters. I mean, and even then, it still wasn't, like, the fighting games were not super big. This would have been a few years before Street Fighter 4 came out and kind of made things more popular again. Because it was like, you had some mutants playing Guilty Gear or Marvel 2. Yeah, I forgot when Street Fighter 4 came out, so I just kind of erred on the side of caution, said a few years. It might have been 2008. It sounds about right. Oh, hold on, this guy can do a double jump. Okay, so this game is saved then. Yeah, I want to say 2007 or 2008 for Street Fighter 4. Because, boy, I bought that on release date, and I regretted it. Although that didn't stop me from getting the other versions of the game. No, I never bought. I don't have Street Fighter 5. I actually did download it when it was like on a free weekend on Steam, but it doesn't actually run on my PC, so I never ended up playing it. It's like you can see a germ of a good idea in like this combo system. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with Street Fighter 5. Like, without even playing it, it's just like... It has a very like ugly sort of clay look to it. You know what? I think that's enough of Gaia Crusaders. that was a video game that existed. Yeah, 4 wasn't great either. It had at least some moments to it though. Like I did like the watercolor brush thing that it did. Oh, yeah, here's a game. I know about this game by Data East. It's an Avengers game by Data East, but it's not...
Marvel Comics Avengers in Galactic Storm!
I bet a lot of people have never heard of this game. Now, this is a game I don't think could benefit even from a CRT monitor.
Giant Man! Dr. Minerva Atlas! Five!
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Real kick. Attack.
Alright, so... I'm not sure if this was ever actually released, but... I mean... I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't. that's right, there are strikers in this game. I gotta remember how to. It's funny how, like, this is a game by a different company, yet Captain America still kind of plays like he does in the Capcom games. Just, just called Giant Man in to assist me. But I hit rando, so I live by the rando, I die by the rando. Oh, I'm sure he's definitely grabbing Wasp, like, off camera. Maybe that's what he's got in his other hand. I mean, it plays better than it looks, at least. I mean, that's not saying much. I mean, you still have a whole series of Capcom games that are still better. Oh, I fucking wish there was a Stan Lee cameo in this game. He never showed up in the Japanese games. But at least it was cool that his last cameo would have been in PS4 Spider-Man, which was such a great game. And I don't even know who most of these characters are. I don't know who Korath is. Or Ultimus. I mean, obviously I know Giant Man, I know Iron Man, I know Thor, I know Captain America. This had to have been like an American branch of Data East. I mean, I know that I know that the Japanese are capable of bad CGI. I've seen it, but like, not Data East. That's a company that kind of know what they're doing. Yeah, I don't actually have Karnov on here, but I do have Karnov's Revenge. Which is just kind of a weird thing. Oh, I also do have Bad Dudes, which has Karnov. Also, Trio the Punch, where you fight Karnov. Maybe that should be the next game I play. I did try to play it during the stream, but the game actually bugged out and I couldn't finish it. Like, who is this guy? B-Knight? Apparently he's a member of the Avengers, because that's what it says on his arm. Yeah, Karnav's Revenge is kind of weird. Also, it's not a surprise that Karnov is pretty much like one of the only good characters in it. All of the women are low tier, which is a little messed up. Data East, what are you doing? I mean, God, Karnov is a character that shouldn't be as beloved as he is, and yet He is. And I don't see anything wrong with it. I love Karnov. Oh, okay, so he does have a whole ultimate move.
Thunder Strike. The mighty Black Knight.
Oh, Black Knight and Thunderstrike, who I thought was just Thor.
Take that.
Like, this straight up does look
Mighty Thor.
like just the pre-rendered stuff. It does straight up look like an interplay game, like Fallout or something. Like a one-on-one Fallout game.
The mighty
Yeah, get him with that chip damage, why not? Alright, so I was definitely out of the loop comic-wise. Oh, I remember when Thor was a frog. That was awesome. Alright, so he does a standing Tatsumaki. Alright, great setup for those supers there. Shatteraxe. Never heard of you either. I imagine this is like a deep cut fighting game. Cause I don't know who like most of these people are. Oh, this game is... It is something, man. Oh, the max. That's something that should make a comeback. Like, at least put the episodes of the show back, you know, somewhere where people can watch them. Because I remember really liking that show on MTV as a kid. Also being terrified because there were a lot of gruesome scenes in there. Like when Mr. Gon gets his head cut off. Like he convinces Sarah that his head in a box is actually just a piece of talking clay. And then it falls out and like, oops. It is a severed head. Alright, I think we've had enough of Avengers and Galactic Storm. Alright, since we're on the subject. Yeah, I don't know much about Sam Keith's like personal life or politics or anything like that. I just know him for that. Oh, there he is. Get a load of that big boy. Oh yeah. Hmm. Let's see.
Karnov
Gotta be Karnov.
versus round one. Fight!
Alright, so that's kick, punch, punch. Okay, cool. Oh no! Oh, Karnov got a boner. For some reason, when you stun someone, it makes like the Beavis and Butthead doing sound.
Karnov loses.
And I just got knocked the fuck out, so I gotta get serious.
Round two. Fight!
I forgot how to do the shit. Oh god, Lee. I forgot how to do some of Karnov's moves.
Karnov loses.
Alright, let's give that another go.
Karnov versus round one. Fight!
Alright, so he's got fire attack there. I know he has like an aerial attack, but I forgot how to do it. There it is. Okay. 360 in the air. But doesn't matter. Just hit him with the elbow.
Karnov wins. Round two. Fight!
Oh, he has another move. Okay, so he has a charge move too. This is me relearning a fighting game I have not played in like 10 years. Ah.
Karnov loses.
Oh, I should point out that the version of MAME I'm using is .119, which is the same version of MAME I've been using since I was still in high school. Like, I just have never really upgraded. There we go. Got him.
Karnov wins. Zati versus
Although every now and again I will load up Shmut MAME for certain games that don't work on here. Go do thing. What the hell is he doing? Ah. Oh boy. Duh. Alright, he got me with the anti-air.
Karnov loses. Round two.
I gotta get better. I can't let down Karnov like this. Like, I've only been recently using stuff like BizHawk and RetroArch or MedDefend. Like, up until that point, I was still using, like, older dedicated emulators. Like, I would use Fusion for, like Sega stuff, or using, like, Nestopia or SNES 9X.
Final round, fight!
No, gotta. Yeah, I think I'll eventually just get over myself and be like, you know what, it's gotta be worth the effort to get RetroArch actually working. I think it's mostly just problems with getting it to like recognize all my PlayStation stuff, and it just becomes just an exercise of frustration. Speaking of which, I am bad at this.
Karnoff loses.
Alright, next game. Let's try something I'm better at. Let's see here. Okay. Maddie's here. Hey, what's up, Maddie? Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, so this popped up on the rando. Oh yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This game rules. I'm terrible at it, but it rules. So we got Jotaro, Muhammad Abdul, Iggy, Mariah, Whole Horse, Polnareff, Pet Shop, Vanilla Ice, Devo. I'll be old Joseph. Joseph is a cool character. You should definitely check out some JoJo. I once heard someone describe JoJo as Sailor Moon for trans men. And that really does make a lot of sense when you really sit down and think about it. Basically, if you've never read or watched the show, yeah, you can also watch all of the episodes on Crunchyroll as well. And I don't think you need a premium account for it either. At least parts 1 through 3 anyway. Maybe 4. Because I know part 5 is currently being worked on. Anyway, so if you've never seen it or read it, it's a very homoerotic shonen fighting series where people have psychic powers. Oh, see, that's how you do it. Alright, so we got Hermit Purple, which is Joseph's stand. Part 3, Stardust Crusaders, is what introduced the stands to the series. Because before that, everyone fought using this fighting style called Hamon. Except for Dio, who was a vampire. He didn't need to use Hamon. Although he eventually did get a stand. Actually, he's the one responsible for creating stands. Oh, whoops. I guess I gotta be closer range. And there's a special edition of this game where you can play as the younger Joseph. And he does not have a stand, but he uses all of his moves from part 2. Part 2 was pretty cool, except for the part where Joseph teamed up with a Nazi. That part could that part should probably be best left forgotten. Yeah, so the thing with Stroheim, that part, that's like, God, that's like the worst part of a battle tendency. And the fact that they put him into the new fucking JoJo game on PS4. Like, you think he'd maybe want to downplay that. Uh-oh. Oh, also something you gotta know about this game, it is also known for being extremely broken. Yeah, he was a Nazi and he died an honorable death, quote unquote, in the Battle of Stalingrad after he helped Joseph and Caesar Zeppeli defeat the Pillar Men. Oh, it's Iggy. I like how in Eyes of Heaven on PS4 you can actually unlock the manga Iggy, which is like Araki not knowing how to draw dogs. The thing is, I don't actually know that much about JoJo. I still have not made it past part 3. Which is what this game is based off of. Like, I still haven't seen anything or read anything involving like Diamond is Unbreakable or Vento Ario or Stone Ocean or Steel Ball Run or JoJo Leon. Oops, I fell in. It's a shame because, like, you know, a shame on my part because, like, I see like the new character designs and I just think they look really great. Like Rohan's design is like amazing, but I don't really know much about his character other than what I picked up through internet osmosis. Ah, we're going to Jeddah. Yeah, I hear that like part 4 is supposed to be the best in like the whole. It's supposed to be the best arc in the whole series. Also, Araki, I think it was part 8 where he named a character Doggy Style. Which is amazing and fantastic. Actually, hold on just a sec. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna load something up real quick. Uh, I'm gonna load up the credits for JoJo Part 5. For anyone who hasn't heard it, you are gonna love it. If it'll load, what the fuck? Come on, let's do thing. YouTube, do thing. Browser's gotta be weird as hell about this. Alright. Give it just a moment here while I JoJo 5 ending. If it'll internet browsers stop being terrible challenge 2019. Alright, let me get a window capture here so we can actually see this. Right. And yes, transform. No, sorry, I'm getting this going here. Because here's the thing: when you haven't, no, shit. Go. Alright, cool, we're good now. Let's turn this up real quick and...
Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny. I can't get you out of my mind. Sexy, you be all I see. I would give anything just to make you understand me. I don't give a damn about nothing else. Freaking you is all I need. I need your body.
Oh, VOD muted immediately. That is like the best opening line to an anime credit sequence. Oh, I love it. Oh, here, I guess I can go back to this for the end of it. So, it's just a song about fucking. You know, a series as... you know, a series as, like, sexually charged and masculine as JoJo, and to have a song like that, it's pretty amazing. Anyway, I definitely need to actually sit down and watch Part 5 at some point. There. But anyway, back to JoJo fighting. Oh. So the weird thing is, in the actual series, Midler, who I'm fighting here, doesn't actually have an appearance. you never actually see her, like, beyond, like, her legs. So that design was originally made specifically for this game. So throughout Stardust Crusaders, they just fight a woman that you never actually see. Oh, whoops. I didn't actually mean to do a super move. Ah. Oh, crap. Quit jumping over Hermit Purple, you jerk. Oh, wait a minute. I'm young Joseph now. Well, not anymore. Oh, oh, wait, hold on, I know why. There. Turn off preview there. So, the woman that shows up at the beginning of his super move is Lisa, who is his mother, and is also a pretty blatant inspiration for Rose in Street Fighter Alpha. JoJo and Berserk are two series that are like highly influential in the world of Japanese video games. Alright, let me get closer here. Like, if you look at Jolene Cujo in Part 6 and you compare it to Juri Han in Street Fighter 4, it's like, that is a blatant reference Capcom is making. Also, I'm not really a Joseph main. I normally play as Dio. But I felt like, you know, having a little variety for the stream here tonight. A lot of music references you'll eventually come to figure out here. Yeah, like a rainbow in the dark. Ah. There we go. Get out of here with your projectile spam, you jerk. Oh, Death 13. So now we are in the Nightmare Land. Because I'll just keep using jumping attacks, it seems to be working. Alright. So. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy shit, the animation on like his cloak billowing? That is amazing. Like, I know this is on a CPS3 board where the animation is amazing, but like... Sorry, I just got way distracted by Death 13's animations. That's not even a playable character in this game either. Like, like there's no way to actually play as Death 13 either in this version or the special edition.
Make up mind. Fly.
God, this game is so good. I mean, never ever play it competitively, but it's still good. Just look up some combo videos involving Pet Shop sometime. Good night, Maddie. Love you. We'll have to stream something together, like, you know, at a time when people are actually awake. Because I mostly just stream this late, aside from just because it's, you know, something unique. So you probably notice on like the bottom of like my Twitch, like right underneath the screen, it lets you know that I'm part of a team. But they all, and you know, they all stream at like fairly normal hours, like in the evening or afternoon or whatever. And I don't like to compete, for lack of a better term. So I try to avoid streaming when like the other people are, and this is like because pretty much all of us are based in North America, except for like one person who's South American, but I don't think she streams. So this is like the one time where no one else is streaming, so it's like I could do this guilt-free, no competition. It's great. Alright, who are we taking on? Yeah, they ran into Vanilla Ice. Or sorry, Iced. Gotta be copyright friendly. Yeah, so I was definitely not exaggerating about the homoerotic overtones of this series. Yeah. He is also a vampire, like Dio. So he's Dio's servant. Oh god, that does so much damage. Oh, that does so much damage. Ah. Alright, so gotta find like a good follow-up into Hermit Purple. Or I guess I could do the overdrive. Or I guess I could just go to the center of the screen, or avoid the center of the screen. Oh. Oh. Uh. Good. Oh yeah, I don't think I pointed out that one of his hands is a prosthetic built with Nazi technology. Stroheim's parting gift to the Joestar family. This one I just gotta be... Yeah, and I don't think it's blockable, because... Oh. Because, yeah, I'm not really able to block. Oh. And I could not follow up on that at all. Ugh. It's weird because Vanilla Ice in this game is actually harder to beat than Dio. Like, I definitely do not have any, like, this level of difficulty with Dio. Oh, fuck. Alright, that one, he was going high. Alright, so that is unblockable. Or else it aims high. Nope, it's unblockable. Alright, so I gotta jump over that. So ducking does not work, and... Okay. Alright, so this one I'm just kind of being defensive and hitting. It's not the most exciting fight in the world, but gotta get revenge for Abdal and Iggy. Oh, Ugh. Oh boy. Shit. God damn it, Vanilla Ice. Oh. Boy. Alright, there's... We'll get there. We will get there yet. Nice denim hat there by Joseph. Wait. Okay. Attacking low seems to work pretty well. Oh wait. Oh god. No. No. Ah, shit. Time to get away from here. Ah, that one was on me. Oh yeah. Beat him in a real creative fashion. Well, you did. So now it's time for the last boss, Dio. There he is. Zalaro, though, as all the memes put it, the world. Oh, knocked him into the water fountain, to the water tower. Yeah, he's gonna kick with his bad leg, and that's how he gets defeated. Spoilers. Kind of a... I would say that's probably the overall, like, maybe the weakest part of Stardust Crusaders is the ending was, not super great. Oh. Oh, that's right, he's got his... Oh. Of course he's gonna teleport, because Dio could do that. I mean, he's got those vampiric powers. Alright. Alright, here we go. It's the true form of Dio. Oh. Oh. How did I fall for that? That's like his worst move, and I fell for it. Oh. Okay. Well, that one got me. I mean, hey, it's to be expected Dio would be a little powerful on his last phase. I mean, it's Dio. Yep. I mean, that's pretty much just the general strategy to JoJo anyway. Ah, he blocked. Okay, but he didn't block those. Alright. Gotta prevent him from stopping time. Because that's the whole thing about the world, is being able to stop time for about 9 seconds. Oh boy. I'm getting hurt here. Yeah. Oh boy. God, yeah, the world is destroying my stand here. Also, you probably figured out by now that these stands are all named after tarot cards. Like Jotaro's has Star Platinum. Joseph has the Hermit, Hermit Purple. Abdal has Magician's Red. Polnareff has Silver Chariot. Iggy had the Fool. And Dio has the World. But we have defeated Dio. Joseph's other power is the ability to predict the next line someone's going to say. Oh, that's cool. There's so many tabletop games out there. I have not played any of them. But I will someday. Yeah, he'll be back in part 5. So I've been told. And Benny Maru from the King of Fighters definitely ripped off from Polnareff's design. And yeah, that was the actual end of Stardust Crusaders, except it was Jotaro who defeated Dio in the end. And I think with that, I'll call the stream for tonight. Oh, sorry about that, I switched tabs. Just because, I don't really think I'm going to be knocking anything else out in about half an hour. And I think most of the audience has gone to bed at this point. So, you know, once again, thanks everyone who came by. I love doing these late night streams. And it's always really cool that other people seem to like them too. So, I will not actually be home next week, so I'm not sure what my stream schedule is going to be. I'll figure out something, or else I'll just do what I did last time and just postpone it until I'm back home. But I'll let everyone know when that time comes. There's Pet Shop, that motherfucker. And the whole horse, be the dick, as you do. Vanilla Ice, openly gay, member of the JoJo universe. Oh, Black Polnareff. And Dio Brando, let's put in my name. Thrill House. Alright. So I will exit that and play everyone out. Good night, everyone.
Every time I close my eyes.